Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the WWE NXT post show. It is August 5th, and it's your girl, Denise Salcedo and Chinedu Ogu, and we are here to break down the NXT highlights. We are a couple of weeks away from NXT Heatwave, so we are currently building towards that. Chinedu, good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm awesome. It's always great to be here on a Tuesday night. First of all, I would not miss a Tuesday because I don't know if y'all saw that guy Tempest is here, man. He's out here, man. He's taking spots, y'all. He took Santi's job last night. I like, oh, snap, he's here. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The dude, the Canadian luchador. All right, he's here. Okay, you gotta be careful out here, man. I hit up Reg and Robin like, hey, man, you better show up.
Everybody show up to work, gather, everybody hold hands. We got to do this together. Get in there. Well, it's funny because when I started getting into the business and just in general, when I started getting work and stuff, my one thing that I would always tell myself is the day that you're out, you're one sick day or one calling out day away from your replacement finding you. So that's why I always make sure I show up because you just never know. You just never know. But of course, Santi will be back next week. He let me know a month in advance that he wasn't going to be able to do that show tomorrow. So, yesterday. So all good, all good. But anyways, we got NXT to get into here today. It's an interesting show, Chin, because I've been kind of feeling a certain way about NXT the last month. I think there was a good period of time where NXT was consistently delivering, and I kind of felt like it was the most exciting show of the week. And I feel that in the last month, it has drastically kind of fallen down for me in terms of the shows that I most look forward to during the week. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting used to the new faces that are being featured on the show, or if I'm kind of feeling, because there are some storylines that are just not working for me. And I know we're going to talk about them here on the show. And then we're also kind of running back some other storylines that we've already seen. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about where we're at right now with the state of NXT. What about you?
I've always been a big NXT fan. I will admit to I'll say the month we were out, nothing changed in that month.
No.
Nothing at all. And I kept watching. I'm like, there's not. I was like, I'm glad we didn't get on. There's nothing to talk about. There was nothing going on for a long time, and I feel currently now, I, it's in my opinion, I see what they're doing, especially with the men's division. I feel it's definitely a big factory reset on certain areas, but it's just taking so long to get there that it's just not, as exciting to watch as it was. Let's say 6 years ago not 6 years, 6 months ago when we had Roxanne, Stephanie, Julia, and all those people on the roster. I mean, it felt electric every week. And now, I see what they're doing with the men's division. They're resetting characters, players, trying to build up guys, but it's taking so long that it's making, it's dragging.
Yeah, I kind of missed that period when we had, oh my God, Jordynne Grace is here, and oh my God, wait, Roxanne Perez is doing this, and then we got Stephanie, and there's Julia. I kind of missed that time period of NXT because I feel like that's where it kind of felt, oh my God, if you're not an NXT fan and you're not tuning in, you need to make sure you're tuning in. But right now, I'm kind of feeling a certain way about certain things. So I want to get started off with I want to get started with the Oba Femi stuff. The Oba Femi, Moose, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans. So this was part of the part where I started thinking, okay, we've kind of been here, done this already. So for the longest time, we were seeing Oba Femi and Trick Williams. Remember, we kept thinking, oh, we're finally going to get Oba Femi and Trick Williams. But the running joke on this podcast was that match kept getting cock blocked by somebody. Last time it was Javon Evans, and then the other time was Eddie Thorpe. If you recall, it always turned into a triple threat. So when Oba Femi came out today and I said, oh man, they're finally going to do this, we're going to actually get Oba and Trick. And then they had Javon go out there. And I thought, oh my God, we've seen this already. What are we doing? This is the exact same conversation we had last time. Then they had Moose go out there, and I thought, okay, cool, I like Moose. Let's see what they do here. I liked when they did Moose and Oba Femi. I thought that was one of Oba Femi's best matches, right? And just as I'm getting interested in everything that they're doing, they're bringing me back around. They do the exact same thing that they did the last time that we had Javon, Trick, and Oba Femi in the ring. And you want to know what that is? Dark State. Dark State last time several months ago went in and attacked them. It went nowhere. And then again here tonight, attack them. And it's going to go to a 4-on-4 8-man match, 8-man tag match that we're going to see, I guess, next week. But I am so over Dark State, Chin. I'm sorry. I'm not a Dark State fan. And I kind of feel like they ruined this segment that I was getting interested in, even though we had already seen a lot of these parties, a lot of these players involved.
I get what you're saying wholeheartedly. First of all, I want to shout out Oba Femi. I threw in the Nigerian gap to celebrate over 200 days as champion. Over 200 days as champion. Let's go Oba, man. That's my guy. Secondly, I agree with the things with Dark State. Like, I didn't need them in the segment, but the fact that they all got beat up in the end, it made me happy. It made me happy to see that these guys like got beat up though, because like I'm like, to this day, like I don't know any of their names, and I don't know if anybody really does yet. And it's like and I'm not trying to knock the talent, but in terms of just interest and storylines, like no one even knows who they are. Like, it's still not really a threat. Not a reason why we're here. We're gonna destroy the company. Let's sign these contracts though and get on here and get health insurance, stuff like that.
Months of this though, Chin. Months.
Yeah, and to me, it's directionless. Like it really has no direction at all. And seeing Oba, Trick, and Javon, I was entertained by that. Like, these guys to me have great chemistry. Like, Trick as a heel makes me laugh. First of all, I enjoy that very, very much. Makes me laugh a whole lot. And it's just like it made me further feel like for Trick, honestly, like this is why he's a heel, y'all. This is what he was saying. Every time he wants a one-on-one, somebody comes and cock block. Why are y'all booing him? He's right. That's how I feel about that. Like, that's why this is the whole point of him turning heel, was because he kept on getting screwed out these matches, and he was right. All right, here's Javon again. Although Javon's hilarious, he didn't belong out there for the segment, though. I felt like that one-on-one we still have not gotten. I was hoping that was going to be set in place, like TNA champion versus NXT champion, something like that, maybe winner take all or something like that. I'm into that. Javon, I felt, would be later. I don't want them bungled up together anymore. I don't want that. I am excited, however, for that 8-man tag though, because like they're all
Are you really, Chin?
I want to see them beat
Dark State in the ring.
No, I have, but that's why, like, I want them to beat the dogs out of Dark State. Like, I hope this is like DX versus the Spirit Squad. They just beat them up for like 10 minutes. They don't gain any momentum. All of them hit their finishers, and they like boom, they win. Because Dark State might as well be the Spirit Squad in some ways, because I don't know who they are. I don't know what their mission is, and it's like at this point they're gonna get jobbed out. They're not gonna beat these guys next week. Like, they're not gonna beat for them. They're not gonna win the tag titles. They're not gonna beat Javon Evans or anything like that. They're gonna get jobbed out though. So I'm happy this is gonna happen, because more so I get to see all of these guys hit their finishers at the same time. Maybe have some comedy in there, but overall just be Dark State. It's gonna be great.
Did you watch TNA Slammiversary this year? No, okay, that's fine. I just want to say, if you did watch Slammiversary, they had an 8-man tag that day with Dark State versus Matt Cardona and the System, and it was the worst match on that show. And so based off of what I saw in that 8-man tag on a pay-per-view on their biggest show that TNA's ever had, it left me going, no, I'm sorry, but it's just not ready to be at that kind of stage yet. And so I've seen it now at that big stage. So that's why I'm looking at this next week and I'm going, yeah, I've already know what this is going to be. And it's not, hopefully it works out and hopefully it's a lot better. But just based off of what I already saw at Slammiversary, it was the worst match on the card. So that's why I'm kind of thinking I'm not interested in Dark State. Like, I'm not interested in then continuously crashing these big moments. I'm not interested in here's the thing. I feel like we're supposed to be like marking out and getting excited because the lights go down and the lights do the flashy thing. And we're supposed to be like, oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Hey, all these guys are coming in and they're going to go fuck some people up and the lights and no lights. That's not doing anything for me anymore. At all. So I just got to say, we got to change things up with Dark State. We either continue it and actually do something cool with it, or just disband it and go in different directions with these guys, because right now it's just not doing anything for me.
I can't believe they're on Slammiversary. What was the reason? Why they were on Slammiversary? Like,
What gets into the whole NXT TNA thing, like crossover, that type of stuff? Oh man, I'm sorry, Dark State, but they're officially on my Chase U. Who else is on my list that I'm not a fan of? Chase U, Dark State. They're officially on the Chase U boat, though, for me. Unfortunately, sorry, Dark State. Dark State right now, like, damn, but it's
Dark
just
State,
like not doing anything.
because like they're not, like we said, like whenever their music hits, it's not like the Shield. I don't know if creative thinks that it might be the Shield, and creative, it's not the Shield effect. Like when I see these guys, I'm like, oh my god, it was ruining another segment again for no reason. You come out here, they do that janky powerbomb thing that doesn't even look good most of the time. They botch it most of the time. It doesn't look good. Stop doing the move, please. Respectfully, guys, because I know y'all watch Denise a lot. I don't want y'all to roll up on Denise. I seen what that handsome black man said on the show. I don't want it to happen to you, Denise. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I keep it cool like that. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Stop doing the move. Yeah, don't connect it well. It doesn't connect. I only know one of these guys, like Dion Lennox, and that's because he played Urkel last season on NXT. So I mean,
oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Dion Lennox.
Yeah,
it's Dion. Like the one that I've liked the most is Saquon Sugars. Like he's been the one with the most spunk, the most personality. So Saquon has actually stood out to me out of all the other guys. It's Saquon Sugars, Dion Lennox, who was, again, like you said, the Urkel on NXT, Osiris Griffin, and Cutler James.
Listen, what? Who? Like,
so I'm just saying, it's been enough time now that they've been on NXT where they gotta like kind of just give them, I don't even know what, it's just gotta be completely rewired and not have them continuously crashing like these really cool moments, because it happened last time and it happened this time and just not gonna go anywhere. So my whole thing here, by the way, is we are gonna be seeing Javon Evans and Trick Williams in a match. I think they said next week, because then in 2 weeks, it's going to be whoever wins that match is going to go on to face Oba Femi for the title at Heat Wave. Now, the other thing is they didn't really say if there's any, did they say if there's anything happening there with Moose? Or Moose just came out and then that was it, right? Like they didn't actually announce anything from Moose, right? Because that was the part where I was going, wait, what about Moose? What's he doing? What's going on here? Because if you guys want to run back Moose and Oba Femi, I'm down for that, by the way. I'm so down for them to run back Moose and Oba Femi.
Honestly, and now that I think about it, I'm not sure why Moose was there. I just enjoy his work, and he's so great on the mic, whatever. And again, something about Moose is like people wouldn't expect him to be as good on the mic as he is. And
okay, thank you. Really quickly, I like the mouse reminds me. Yes, and they did say this at Emergence. We are going to see Moose versus Trick. Yes, that was part of the promo in this whole entire thing. Thank you. I like mouse.
That's right. Also, I want to point out Moose follows me on Instagram, man. So that's my guy. You know what I mean? I just
Didn't we make a joke about this last time that if someone follows you on Instagram, you're like, I'm sold, I'm in?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, Moose, what up, man? That's my guy. 100%, man. That's my bro.
I hope your least favorite wrestler ever, Chinedu, follows you on Twitter so that you have no choice but to root for them.
No, I don't want to say their name on air.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't say it. So, but that would be hella funny because you've already set a precedent. Oh, they follow me. I like them.
Listen,
that's not how it works for me. You gotta earn my like here on these shows, damn it. But no, seriously, Moose does do a good job, so it doesn't hurt that he does a good job when he's out there. I'm a fan.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. And by the way, Sheldon Jackson says Javon and Trick in 2 weeks in Philly. Thank you. And then after that, it's Heat Wave. Thank you, Sheldon Jackson.
I want to point out, shout out to Ava. Okay, Ava's a dope general manager. She be planning these matches out weeks in advance. Listen, Pierce and Aldis be going out making these main events the night of. Like, you ain't had nothing planned. The night of be coming out segments this tonight. So
I mean, girls are a little bit more organized. We're more planners, so I'm sure that's why Ava has her schedule down.
All the way down. Listen, matches made out through September, okay? Listen, Ava got on lock. Shout out to Ava.
She's got like a cute little notebook with her little stickers on it, and a little picture of The Rock with his little eyebrow and a little pie here in the corner. That's exactly how I picture Ava's booking book.
I do too. And I want, this is just a little insight between me and you, man. I wonder if any wrestlers would be like scared to approach Ava backstage because of who her dad is.
I don't know. I think it depends on the person, right? Because I think sometimes here's what's been my experience when it comes to things like this is there's times where there are certain people that just have this kind of aura around them, this intimidation factor. And but then the second you see them like talk and be lively and then you say hello, you'd be surprised. It's usually the people that look intimidating that end up being like the nicest people. And then there's people that you think are going to be super cool. And then you go up to them and they're like super reserved and just maybe not as open. So I feel like whatever you think, sometimes it's the opposite of what you might expect from that person. I don't know. It's give or take on everybody and who you meet, right? But I mean, of course. But here's the thing, though. It's not just. Think about like having to go up to Shawn Michaels, for example, who's a legend in this business, right? So I think in all those types of situations, when you're like the new kid in LFG or NXT and you're just getting into this locker room and you're brand new, I can only imagine that it would be terrifying to make sure that you're greeting everybody. Because remember, you got to shake everybody's hand. You can't avoid it. Like you got to go out there, shake people's hands, smile, and just hope for the best, man. All right, we got a couple of super chats here. Let's see what the people are saying. We got Mr. Diamond Money 27 who says, "What's up, Denise and Chin? How are y'all doing tonight with the GOAT and the coolest brother ever?" Ooh, a double ever here. Thank you, Mr. Diamond Money 27 for the kind super chat. We're doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling I don't know. It's kind of weird because I was really in the mood to take a nap right before the show, but it just didn't happen. It could not happen. I was busy doing other stuff. So now I have kind of like leftover vibes of, man, I want to take a nap and I can't wait, but now it's too late. I either go to sleep and that's it kind of feeling. Do you ever get that?
Absolutely. Listen, I woke up tired. I don't know how that even happened. I just woke up.
Don't we all wake up tired? Isn't that horrible? I've started to think about that. I'm like, wait, what's going to happen when I'm 40 years older from now? How do people have energy at their grown age? I'm in my 30s and I can't get up anymore.
Man, I'm going to let you know next year, man. I hit that mark next year, man. That 40's coming. I'm happy about it, man, but I know when I wake up, I'm like, I need a nap. I need a nap. Up in the morning. I need it.
Oh, man. Thank you, Mr. Diamond Money, and hopefully you're doing good. We got Bob Ross Jr. here who says, "I wonder if Charlotte and Nia got into it backstage so badly that WWE had to move Nia to NXT. If you don't know, Nia has been throwing shade at Charlotte a lot on Twitter since April. Look, when it comes to that type of stuff, it's really hard to say. I don't think so, especially because Nia Jax is still on the main roster and has been on the main roster. So I don't think that there's anything... I don't think anything between Charlotte and Nia is the reason why Nia is on NXT. I just don't. Like, my mind did not go there. I don't think so. I feel that she's just like any other person that gets sent over to NXT. For example, today, Chelsea Green was there as well. So it's just one of those things where I think she's just having an opportunity to work with some younger talent. She's not really doing much else on SmackDown, so I kind of feel like this is a good use for her. But yeah, I don't think it really has to do anything that's going on between or was going on or whatever between her and Charlotte. Thank you so much, Bob. We got Terrence Johnson here who says Bronson needs to steal some NXT kicks. Hey, Bronson can go out there and just start collecting some of these young kid shoes to add to his collection.
I love him doing that because that's the ultimate bully move. If you grew up, especially, I know out there in the West Coast, Denise, you were somebody out there, man, you take their shoes. That's the ultimate sign of disrespect and bully move, man. So I love it. Shout out to the Shula Fala. I think that's what they're calling it now.
The Shua Fala and our tribal thief.
Oh, man.
I keep wanting to say chief, but then I'm like, wait, no, it's thief, tribal thief. All right, we got Bob here who says, ain't no way Denise saying that 8-man tag match was much worse than Tessa versus India Slammiversary. Oh, yeah, that was bad too. Yeah, that was really bad too. I was not a fan of that match.
Indy Hartwell?
Yeah, Indy and Tessa did not have a good match at Slammiversary. So, Bob, you're right. That was bad, too. They were both bad. They were both bad.
Tessa's on the roster? Tessa Blanchard?
On TNA, yeah. Wait, you didn't know, Chin? She's been back at TNA for like over a year, maybe 2 years or more.
Listen, you know, I watch TNA online a little bit. I love TNA, you know. I love the guys.
I can't believe this is news to you right now.
This is news to me.
Stunned.
I was like, who? Blanchard?
Wow, TNA is not on your radar at all, is it?
Ah, man, listen, I don't even know where to watch that on TV. Like, I don't even know where to watch it. Like, I don't even know where it's at. When I see it on my feed on Instagram is when I kind of tune in. Like, I don't like, is Nick Nemeth still there? He's there, right?
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah.
Awesome, man. You know, it's like,
see, Jackson Commander says it was this year in January. Well, I feel like she's been there forever, bro.
Let me tell you something.
But she's been back, though. That's the point. She has been back.
I was shocked, man. And it was bad? Dang.
Yeah, no, it was very, very rough. Thank you, Bob. We got Mr. Diamond Money 27 who says Moose is awesome TNA wrestler. Yeah, he is awesome. I do like his matches. I feel like he's a little underrated when it comes to some of the TNA talent. I feel like not often do you see his name in the conversation. So do want to throw that out there. We got Sheldon Jackson here who says, why do I feel like WWE these days are just like factions why do I feel like WWE these days are just like factions be our tag team champions, Judgment Day on Raw, Wyatt Six on SmackDown, and now possibly Dark State and NXT? Oh dear. I don't even want to think about that possibility because there was such a bummer when the Wyatt Six won at SummerSlam. And it wasn't, I don't even know if it was the fact that they won or if it was just the way that they won, but it's just not really working. And then the Judgment Day are just not exciting as champions. They never have been with Finn and JD McDonough, have never been the most exciting tag team champions. So I think we could definitely start to pick more exciting teams across the board to hold some of that NXT tag team goal. Some of that tag team goals across the board, not just NXT. Thank you, Sheldon. We got Stephen Marchuli who says, like the Rocky interview, appears a showdown with Oba is coming. Yeah, man, I'm with you on the whole showdown with Oba incoming. I'm on board with that, man. I'm on board with that. Thank you, Steven. We got IGN Sucho here who says, speaking of LFG, where is Tyra May Steele? She is not, we haven't seen her in a while, actually. We've been seeing more of Jasper Troy, but I think the last time I saw Tyra May Steele was like, a month and a half ago? It was before that break that we took when we weren't covering NXT.
Yeah, I think she was in a backstage segment, right? And I think, right?
I probably didn't watch that episode.
Yeah, it's been a while. I have no idea where she's at. That is a very good question.
Man, I wonder if that's a good, that's not, here's the thing. It could be a good, no, it can't be a good sign. There's no going around it. There's no going around it. I was like, it could be. No, it can't. Like, it's not a good sign, right? Well, here's the only thing. The only thing that I can think of is why she's not there. I don't know if she's got anything else going on or what. Everybody's saying she's in Evolve, so that's not really, she's working her way up.
Yeah, did y'all see Denise? She's like, yeah, it can be good. Nah, it's not.
It's not good. I guess you don't go. To me, like, if you go and you're on NXT and then you're not on NXT, it's a sign that, hey, you're not ready.
Yes, it is a big indicator. I do wish her the best though, but I mean, someone like NXT, if you're not on there for a number of weeks, it's not good.
But it is hard just because I watch LFG and I've seen like how it is and everything. And I feel like there still needs to be a lot more to get these people ready. And now NXT is still developmental, but it's a little bit more advanced though. And you still got to be more advanced just in general. So I do feel, and I feel bad, but Evolve is so under my radar. Like, I do not watch Evolve. I don't know what's going on Evolve. So I feel so bad. I'm sorry, Evolve, but there's just no time for you.
Denise,
there's no time for you.
Hey, don't do that, Denise. Hey, she don't watch Evolve because Denise actually still wants to have a life too, guys. All right. But you have to be nice.
That life is basically gone at this point.
Listen, y'all.
It's a joke, by the way.
It's so much wrestling, and I'm a huge wrestling fan. I'm a between LFG, Evolve. You have AEW, and like I watch AEW too. You have Dynamite, you have NXT, you have Raw, SmackDown, you have the PLEs, you have the stuff on the Netflix. You have Unreal now. It's so much, and it's everywhere. It is a lot to take in and to report on. Lord.
It really is a lot. It's so much. But everyone's saying they like the show. It's awesome. And I'm sure it is, man. I'm sure it is. I just don't got time to check out Evolve, unfortunately. But there you go. She is on Evolve, for those of you who are wondering. We got Infamous Raider Loco is in the building. What's up, Frank? He says, popping in to shout out DWO leader Miss Denise, Bang Salcedo, and funny stylish man Chinedu Ogu. Much love from much love, fam. Enjoyed NXT. Love seeing my Blake, Lola, and Kalani teaming up, but no Miss Parker after her win. Shaking my head. Yeah, we didn't get any Jada on today's show. I know Chin. I'm pretty sure you, Frank, and a bunch of other people were down in the dumps about that.
I was very upset about that. Ray Loco, I'm with you, bro. First of all, I appreciate you recognizing, you know, saying your boy out here styling. You feel me? I want to let them know that, man. Your boy out here just do anyway. So you know, and Denise, you know, she rocked the bang. She got that bang. You know, we rocking tonight. You know what I'm saying? And of course, but I appreciate the compliments, of course. But I agree with you, man. I did not like the fact that Miss Parker went on the show, especially after getting that win. I thought that was going to lead to her, like, you know, stepping up to somebody. I want a title shot or something, but nothing this week. Maybe next week, but you know, I didn't like it, but I did like seeing Kalani and Lola on the show, though. Even though Lola was only in the backstage segment, I'm still happy that she's back on our cameras.
Well, let's talk about Blake Monroe and Kalani Jordynne. Oh, dude, the first thing I tweeted after this match was, man, I want the whole enchilada here. They gave me a little bite of this match, a little sample, and they left me wanting more. I was so disappointed. Never have I ever been disappointed when Jordynne Grace's music hit. I was so disappointed when I heard her song come out because I thought, damn, this match is not going to have a freaking finish. And you know what's funny? Prior to the Jordynne Grace interference in all of this, I thought, oh man, I can't wait. They're finally giving Blake Monroe a real actual match on NXT where she can actually go with somebody and they can do something great that can make her stand out, have a real honest to God match on the show. And then it ended with Jordynne Grace coming out here and chasing her off, which was fine. It furthers their whole feud, but I also still want to see that match between her and Kalani. So I'm selfishly upset because they were having such a good match. I didn't want it to end. I wanted to see more of it. So when they do run back Kalani and Blake Monroe, please let it be the entire thing. Kalani wins via count out.
Absolutely, because they were cooking in that match. They were cooking.
And it was just a little taste we got, just a little tiny taste. Oh, I was so disappointed. Thank you so much, Frank. We got Jacob Tatum. What's up, Jacob? Thank you so much for the super chat, man. He says, where do you see Jordynne Grace, Trick, Ricky Saints, Oba Femi going to Raw or SmackDown when they eventually get called up? And I feel that Blake Grace feel underwhelming so far and need to pick up. You want to know why I think it also feels underwhelming? Because we haven't really gotten to see either of these girls I feel do have as many matches as I thought they would already on NXT. I think that's part of it too. I don't know. That's just my little. I'm just mad that they ended that Kalani Blake Monroe match. Anyways, but to answer your question though, Jordynne Grace, I see her going to SmackDown. Trick Williams, SmackDown. Ricky Saints, Raw. Oba Femi, Raw. That would be my guess if I had to pick. What about you? Chinedu?
Definitely Jordynne Grace, SmackDown. Trick, definitely SmackDown too. Good talker. Ricky Saints and Oba. Honestly, Raw too. Like, I hate to just have the whole thing agree with, man. Every time I agree with Denise too much, man. I be hating that. No, I gotta be different, man. I'm putting Ricky Saints on SmackDown. Oba for me goes to Raw. I think that'll be good.
I love it. Chinedu's trying to. He's like, I'm gonna get my own personality. Screw you, Denise.
Yes, man, because people in the comment, man, Chinedu, man, so funny. He handsome and good looking and all. What was I going? Anyway, yeah, attractive and all that, man. He agreed with Denise on everything. I don't listen. First of all, maybe because we have same perspective on viewpoint. That's why I'm gonna start disagreeing with some stuff on here. All right,
just
listen.
Start fighting with me on everything. You know what I think, Chin? I think purple is the nicest color right now.
You know what it is. You know what it's not. Okay, I think it's not. I think Well, I mean, it is nice though. I mean, it has nice.
Chin!
I'm playing, y'all.
You know what, Denise? I agree. Purple is the best color. Poor Chin. That's so funny. Oh man. All right, let me see where we're at here. But yeah, thank you, Jacob, for your honest opinion, by the way, on that Blake Jordynne Grace feud. We got John Deller 54. Thank you so much, John, for being a DWO member for now 21 months. He says, wondering why they made Blake look weak tonight. Yo, they gotta let her go in the ring. That is the part of the appeal of Blake Monroe. And I still don't feel like NXT fans have really gotten the opportunity to see her shine as a wrestler.
They haven't, but I'm happy that Kalani, because for me, Kalani's one of the girls. Okay, so I feel like she can shine on anybody, but the girls, no ma'am, no ma'am. I wanted her to lose anyway, so I'm happy.
But I also think they're kind of making Blake look like a little bit of a chicken shit heel because she had to run out there and get in the car and she leaves. By the way, you know what I was thinking about during this? Because I don't know if you caught it, but it was raining outside of the PC and it was kind of like a lot of water out there. And I thought, oh my God, Jordynne Grace is running out there. Technically, she's got this neck brace on her. Think about it. Anybody here in a neck brace, you don't go running outside when there's water. You could be slipping and God knows what can happen to you. That's what I was thinking about during this. And then I was also thinking, good thing that Jordynne Grace didn't have her big giant shoes, because then she would have just gone, she would have gone down like she was rafting in a crazy river or something.
First, I want to say that was a very big neck brace she had on. That was a huge neck brace. I don't know, Jordynne Grace is like 5'1" or 5'3". I don't know her height though, man. But that neck brace, it was all neck brace in that shot. I like she was running. I hope she. I was like, please don't slip.
Yeah, for reals, for reals. We got Bob Ross Jr. here who says, I like to think Inamura told his family he was going out for milk in February and just decided to never come back. By the way, Inamura, I don't necessarily expect Inamura to really have, a major role. I don't expect Inamura to be a top guy by any means on the show, because I don't know why. I can just tell who they choose and who they don't, right? But damn, Inamura has been very freaking enjoyable on the show. He's just a guy that goes out there and has good matches. Nothing more, nothing less. We get good matches, even if he's in there with freaking Channing Stacks Lorenzo. I liked what they did out there today, even though it was a very very simple attack. I liked it. I like Inamura.
I do too. He is similar to theirs. He's like the Cesaro of NXT. Like, he can have a good match, good hand, but he's never going to hit that top ceiling. You hate that. You hate to feel that way though. But the way he's booked and the way they present him, you can tell they don't have that like in mind for him, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, we got Mr. Diamond Money 27 who says, I don't watch Evolve or LFG. Yeah, I recently started watching LFG because I do the watch-alongs on Patreon. So for those of you who are Patreon members, like we can watch LFG together and all of that. So that's why I do watch LFG. And there are some parts of the show that I find like fun and interesting. Like for me, my favorite parts of LFG is when the talent comes on to the shows and they give notes and they talk with the aspiring wrestlers. I like all of that stuff. What's been really tough though is watching the matches. The matches is really, really hard. Like there's times where I'm just like, oh, this is so bad. I can't even watch. Yeah. That part's a little rough.
Okay, Denise, to you, which is better? Like, because I feel it's like kind of the same concept in a way. LFG or the first season of Tough Enough, like Maeve and Nydia Tough Enough season?
I would probably say Tough Enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Tough Enough. And then the other show, I know I've mentioned it before here, and I always forget the name of that damn show. I think people were saying it was Breaking Point or something with breaking in it. There was another show that WWE did like several years ago, and it was also a show where they were showing wrestlers that were, aspiring to be wrestlers, and I always forget the name of that damn show, but I used to like it, and it was only like one season. I don't even think they did multiple seasons, but I found that show to be really enjoyable, and I kind of wish that I liked that show and I liked that format, but I don't remember the name of it. Hopefully someone Proving Ground. Did I say Breaking Ground?
I think
Breaking Point. What did I say?
You said Breaking Point, I think.
Breaking Point. Okay, Proving Ground. Proving Ground? That's what it was called?
Well, that was called. Did it have that guy? What's his name? Silent Rage. His name
I don't know,
nickname
but
Andy
Baron Corbin
something?
was in it. That's all I remember. Baron Corbin was in it.
Man, poor Baron, man. I felt bad for him, man. They having the Netflix promo for all that stuff. And you gonna release that boy before it? Man, let that man be on one episode and then let him go, man. I know that's random, but I felt like y'all put him this man in the promo. He filmed the promo. He did press for Netflix, and y'all boys knew y'all was gonna release him before that thing, man. That's wild. That's wild work. But he still got paid though. I mean, so you know.
Yeah. We got Infamous Murder Loco here who says, please run it back ASAC, Lonnie versus Blake. Don't do Io and Stephanie. Don't do the Io Stephanie thing with 2 or 3 finishes. We need a winner ASAP, especially Denise. Juju on me dying before I can see Stephanie and Rhea. Like, nah, give me Blake and Lottie sooner. I was putting some bad juju on poor Frank. But I took the juju back. The juju, I took it back though. He's good. He's good to go. But yeah, no, I do think that I want part of the appeal of the women's division is to see the women have full matches. For example, like our main event today kicked ass, man. It kicked ass so hard. I love Soruka versus Tatum Paxley. That was like her biggest match on the show for Tatum. I thought Soruka finally being allowed to shine as NXT North American champion. This is what I've been wanting her entire reign. This what we saw here is what I've been wanting from Soul each and every single week.
Absolutely. This was an amazing main event. This crowd was really into it too, man. I love the chaos of it. I love that Soul Snatcher, the way she hits it literally like the RKO out of nowhere, which is hard because it's such a complicated move, but somehow she does it to where I just don't see it coming. Very impressive.
Impressive stuff. And also what we saw in that whole matchup is we had seen Nia Jax earlier in the show, and she took out poor Thea Hail. You know, part of me, so she had a match with Thea Hail. Part of me during this match was thinking about how I kind of want Thea Hail to bust a 1-2-3 kid and all of a sudden, you know, defeat fucking Nia Jax and surprise everybody, right? Have it be this crazy moment. But obviously they didn't do that. It would have been hella cool if they did. I think a lot of people would have been so shocked and it would have felt special because I don't recall the last time we really saw that happen on NXT. Actually, the last time, oh my God, what was his name? The guy, the one that won the NXT North American Championship, and he won it so freaking fast and he became champion and everybody was like, oh shit. And then I think like he ended up getting released by WWE at some point. But oh my gosh, I think that was the last time we had somebody that like legitimately surprised me. Leon Ruff, thank you so much, Big G. Leon Ruff is the last time that I remember completely being surprised like that, where someone unexpected won like that on the show. And I kind of wanted to see something like that today with Thea Hail and Nia Jax.
First of all, shout out to Big G for that memory. I have not thought of that name in forever.
I thought he was going to go far. I really, really thought he was going to go far, but it just didn't end up happening for him.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to see in this matchup. And then we did see Nia Jax cut a promo on Lash Legend. Lash Legend goes out there and she kind of, I don't know if she messed up her lines or she was just a little bit nervous. I don't think she necessarily messed up her lines, but I could feel a little bit of the nerves in the whole movement where she came towards Nia Jax. But they ended up doing this brawl. I thought the brawl was gonna feel more like I thought there was gonna be more heat in this brawl. I didn't really feel the fire. I didn't really feel the flames that I thought I was in the brawl, but I'm hoping that we can kind of feel it a little bit more. Once we did get later on in the show, when they came out during the main event, it was then that they ended up going through the barricade, and that part I thought did add a little bit more heat to the whole entire thing. But regardless, I'm interested. I'm invested in this Nia Jax / Legend stuff. Only because, again, I love it when we get to see girls like girls like this. We haven't came up with the proper term, so I'm just going to say these alpha female type of women. That's what I want to see. I'm curious to see what we get out of Nia and Lash, because Nia needs to bring something out of Lash so that Lash can prove to everybody that, hey, she is one of those girls that will end up on the main roster at some point. And granted, she's already made main roster appearances, but you know what I'm saying? Like a prominent person where people are talking about her and are excited about her. That's what I think right now that she needs, is for people to get more excited about Lash. And hopefully this feud with Nia does get more people excited about her.
Most definitely. I'm sold on Lash versus Nia already. What the segment lacked was a back and forth on the mic. Like they really needed to get some jabs in there. I felt that's what made it. I felt that's what it needed. I still love the feud. I love them going back and forth all night. You know what I'm saying, via Sheamus and what is his name? Rusev, man. Because when I tell you I enjoyed it. I don't even fight all backstage. I like that. That made me laugh. It was entertaining. I love seeing it with the ladies too. I could tell she definitely rushed her lines. It's just kind of like she's supposed to say something else in there, but she was forget it. Whatever. Let's go and fight. And you know, I'm with that too. Okay, because at the point now you can't slow it down. Do it. You are, because she's already walking down the ramp. Right? She's already, listen. You're already there. All right, go ahead. Let's make it happen. Okay, but I would have loved to have them go back and forth on the mic, because you know they're both good. No, they're both good on the mic. Nia is a lot better on the mic than what I think she gets credit for. So I felt that would have been a really good back and forth segment. Exchange some personal jabs, bring up Trick, maybe something like that. You know, get in the mix, man. Make something happen. Make it bubble a little bit though. But I'm still into the feud though. I'm really excited about it, and I hope Lash wins.
We got Hassan Batla here who says, we from Houston can't hate on purple down here. I'll pick a different color next time. Thank you, Hassan. Jacob Tatum, 1997. Says, thoughts on Lash, Nia Jax pullaways. Yeah, so that was the thing that, again, I wish she would have hit the promo harder the way it was, because then it would have felt so badass. I think that little hiccup kind of made you go, oh, man, like that didn't necessarily go as we thought. Again, I did think that the barricade spot in the end added more heat to it than the initial. Here's the problem, like with the brawl between Nia and Lash when they first started, I feel like they pulled them away too fast. And yeah. I'm like, let them get violent for a bit. Like we barely saw them like try to reach out to each other. And it just wasn't, usually we get to see the people get pulled apart, right? And then they find a way to get back in there. And then they get pulled apart again. And then they get back in there. We didn't really get that in this. Like that didn't really happen in this brawl. And I think that was a little bit, they didn't really touch at all. Like they were completely pulled apart. I wanted to see a little bit more, but they ended up doing the barricade spot at the end.
I do hope maybe on SmackDown, Nia has a squash match against some talent, something like that, and then Lash comes in. They can pick it up on SmackDown for a little bit. SmackDown's 3. I got to fill 3 hours SmackDown. Come on, put them in there. Give them 4-5 minutes. Let them have some on there too to build up this match for next week.
We got Stephen Marchulli here who says, so Ruka, special WrestleMania main events in her future. That's a fact, man. And Bob Ross says, I hate to sound pessimistic, but it's not looking good for Carmen Petrovic. I feel like Carmen Petrovic has gotten a lot of TV time. She really, really has. I don't know. The one thing that I think is missing is that she hasn't had that connection yet. For the amount of time that she's been on TV, she hasn't developed a connection, I think, with the audience. I feel like there's people, for example, Tatum Paxley. She has gotten way less TV time, way less matches, and I feel like she has a stronger connection with the audience.
Absolutely. I'm be real. I haven't thought about Carmen in a long time, especially with her in that the segment with old dude. What's his name? Oh my God, why is his name escaping me right now? It was such a cringy segment.
Ashanti the Adonis, when they were doing the whole love story angle. Yeah,
so cringy. If anything, man, maybe they're keeping her off of TV, so we'll forget about that for a little bit, then bring her back as something new. I hope that's the case. You know, wish her the best though. You know, wish her the best. Don't bring back that angle though. Don't bring that back.
No. Okay, now the other angle that we do need to get to, because this one I'm kind of having a hard time with. Earlier I was saying there were some angles that I didn't love. What is going on here with Ethan Page? Because why is this suddenly starting to feel like a US versus Canada thing, but he's a North American champion?
Yeah, I wasn't sure about this at all. First of all, I was happy to see T out there getting some TV time and things like that. Hey, I'm like, hey, well, that was once again one of the things where I said about the men's division. I see what they're doing. They're building up the guys and things like that, but it's we have to watch this awkward phase. Like I know all my people out there that understand, hey, whatever. You know how someone goes like natural, they try to go twist out. You got like that like weird little small poo phase. It's that weird phase right there where you have to watch it kind of build up and incubate, work on lines and establish himself as a singles guy. Like, I want to, oh my God, I don't want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? But it felt like that. It's just got really way out of hand. Like you said, so I thought it was supposed to be about the North American title, like you guys feuding. Chelsea Green comes out. It's great to see Chelsea, but
it was so
what?
random. Like, we know she's
So random.
Canadian, but it was still so random. Like, she came out here just like hella defending Ethan Page, and I'm going like,
Yeah.
okay, great, that's cool, but what is happening here?
Yeah.
This felt so random, the whole thing.
It was. I was like, first of all, like, why are you out here with Ethan? First of all, like, I'm just confused because, like, we all know you're like, this ain't no allegiance law. We all know you're married to Matt Cardona. We all know that. That's Long Island Nights, married to that guy. And it's the same. I get y'all Canadian. It's cool, but it's like, I don't get it. You're not going to fight him. He's not going to fight you. They don't do that stuff in WWE anymore. So it's like, now he said, I'm going to find a girl, Will. So now you're going to find another girl. I thought it was about you facing this guy. So what do you, it's going to be a mixed gender tag or something. Why? Why isn't Chelsea going after the U.S. title again? She was the most interesting thing about the women's U.S. title picture. Why isn't she back in there right now? What is?
Well, I kind of hope that, like, it's going with speaking of the U.S. title, women's U.S. title section of SmackDown, I want them to kind of move in a different direction. I have not been liking what they've started to do with the U.S. title. I think there's just been I need to start getting some wrestling matches. That's what I need to start seeing, some serious wrestling with that, because I feel like we're getting that with the Intercontinental title, but we're not getting it with the US title. So I hope they need to definitely start to rearrange that whole thing, man. Like, they have Julia as champ. They need to stop having her in the same matches with Zelina. Like, they need to start mixing it up with her and some other people. And I know the SmackDown women's division is pretty slim, but regardless, we got to start finding some other options here, because I have not loved what they're doing with the US women's division.
It was so good when it was on Chelsea. She was so funny with it, so interesting.
Right, but
Like,
it was a comedic thing though, Chin. And I think that one of the things they needed to do was make it more of a serious bout. And that's the part that they haven't gotten right.
I will say this though. There's a Bailey on Raw that's not doing anything right now. I don't know. I'm just saying.
That is 100% true.
Yeah,
but then again, like, Bailey already spent so much time on SmackDown though. Like, she's already done the thing. She's been there, done that. I mean, granted, she hasn't been US champion, so that is something she hasn't done. But again, she was part of that SmackDown brand for what felt like forever. So I was actually thinking it was refreshing having her on Monday Night Raw, but who knows? Maybe she'll end up back on SmackDown. We got Rafael Garcia 577 who says, what did Cutler James to deserve that promo? Yo, he was talking about like shoving it up someone's butt and everything. I was like, what is happening here? What are we doing in this promo here? Dark State in theory, on paper, is supposed to be cool, badass guys that you're like, I don't want to mess with, but they're coming across as gothic Chase U. What?
Wow. Damn, Denise. Let them get up for it and defend themselves. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. Stop. They're dead already. I know.
Then she called them basically said hot topic Chase U, basically. That is
It
rough.
is hot topic Chase U, and Chase U is Claire's and hot topic. Wow. Actually,
Listen,
no,
y'all.
I wouldn't shade Claire's like that. I love Claire's. So I'm not going to shade Claire's.
Listen, come on, Dark State. Y'all got to pick it up a notch, man. Denise is out here burying y'all, killing out with these slugs, man. Y'all got to do something.
My apologies.
That promo was awful, though, man. I don't know. Again, like, I don't even know what's going on with them. Like, it's like from that to that awful power bomb, a lot thing. Although he said Shane Sugar is great. I do enjoy him, but everything else about it, I just like, don't bring this to the main roster. Dark State ain't gonna make it on there, man. On no Raw SmackDown.
Yeah,
to
I
me.
think they need to have Saquon kind of do his own thing. But hey, that's where I'm at right now. Thank you, Raphael. We got Hassan Batla here says, Peep Tavion making that Josh Alexander reference. I have high stocks on Ethan, but IDK why he's still on NXT. He'd kill on the current main roster. Honestly, if he was gone, we'd be even have lesser dudes on the show to care about. So we kind of need Ethan Page right now. We're not really, I think, in a position to lose more guys at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, I get what you mean, Hassan. Of course, he'd kill it on the main roster for sure. Him and Ricky too. Thank you so much, Hassan. Alrighty, everyone. That is it for us here today. That is a wrap for NXT August 5th. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today. Chin, tell the people where they can support you, where they can follow you, and check out your shows.
Oh, everywhere. And my current tour. First of all, I want to thank everybody in Pasadena for an amazing show. I went to this comedy club. I cannot wait to come back. They've already scheduled my date to be back, so I'll see you guys in Pasadena again in May 2026. That is so dope when that happens. Upcoming shows, August 9th is Saturday. I'll be in Sugar Land, Texas, at Constellation Field. Tickets selling fast. November 15th, I'll be at the Gordy in Houston. And we wrap up December 6th in Lake Jackson. We might even add a birthday show for myself at the Houston Improv. Stay tuned for that in September. Other than that, I want to thank all my sponsors: Pepsi, Whataburger, Bluebell Ice Cream, Houston Tennis and Events, and Academy. They're so dope. Check me out everywhere on social media: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Chinedu Ogu. But more importantly, y'all, support the channel over here, y'all. Check out Denise's reaction video, her review of WWE Unreal. Check out all of her content. Check out the reviews of NXT. Go to her Instagram page right now. Look at all those clips. Hit the like button, drop a comment, tell everybody about Denise. We see right here, okay? Support right here, okay? Follow Denise. Tell like one friend this week to follow Denise Salcedo. That's the assignment, y'all. Find one friend and report back here next week. One friend. I'm asking the whole class. I'm gonna ask. No, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask the whole class next week. Find one friend. I'm gonna ask you, okay? I'm in the comment section every week, okay? I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna ask. Find one friend, tell them to follow Denise Salcedo, and report back here next week. That's his assignment, y'all. Other than that, watch her content, share it. Don't be a dick. Give it a click. Y'all heard the homework assignment, y'all. Don't play with me, all right? Don't. All right, you hear? You heard what I said? You heard what I said, nah? Now go on.
Thank you guys so much. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back here tomorrow, Reg and I, for the AEW Dynamite watch along and review. Thank you guys. Bye, everyone.